Before I knew Jesus, I would say I lived my life in a way that was very self-centered. I applied myself at school, hoping to get into a reputable university course with the intent of getting a good job, making money, and then being comfortable with my life. And I would say I did everything in that way to maximize my own status and my own enjoyment. And yes, everything was about the here and now and only really considered my life now. So I didn't grow up with a Christian family, but I did have a friend in primary school who did grow up in a family that believed in Jesus. And she'd always told me about the importance of considering Jesus Christ, of looking and reading what the Bible said about Jesus, and also she often invited me to church. We remained friends despite going to different high schools, and in year 10 she invited me to her church's youth group. I thought to myself, well, if I'm a good friend, I'll at least say yes once. And so I went to her church's youth group, and I think I was really pleasantly surprised to find that it was actually fun and not full of strange people who read strange things and did strange stuff. And so week after week, I kept going back for the fun and the games, but it was a really useful way to actually learn about what the Bible had to say about Jesus Christ. And it was a surprise to me to realize that being a Christian wasn't about me or being a good person or following lots of rules. It was in fact about this person, Jesus. Over the years, I've come to learn that becoming a Christian didn't mean that one day I made a decision and then I was instantly perfect and my life was so much better. But I think it's a daily decision to follow Christ. The Bible tells us that we are sinful, and for that we deserve death. And that was a surprise for me to learn, having never considered God or the fact that I was actually not a good person. But thankfully, the Bible also tells us that with Jesus, He is the way for us to be in relationship with God. And with that, I can be assured and have hope that my eternity is secure in Jesus. And I have that to look forward to. With eternity in mind, I suppose a lot of the ways I do things and how I spend my time, money, and energy has changed. And I'm encouraged to come to a church family like Holy Trinity Kingsford to share in that joy and to be able to be reminded of the goodness of Jesus' death and resurrection on the cross.